Hey, Dr. Brian.
Yep.
I actually just
You
met
got
with,
that on record?
yeah, I just met with a patient, and they were saying that they have been noticing some neuropathy symptoms for a while. They really want to get healthy. He's actually like pretty young. He's only 54 years old.
Yeah.
He used to play basketball all the time. He used to really be able to do what he wanted on a day by day basis. And he really was like, I'm gonna get healthy. Like I want to get, get my body working a lot better. He's been working on his A1C. He's on insulin. He's on a torvastatin. He's on a couple of other medications as well. And I actually did some research on those medications with a simple Google search. And three of the four medications he was on actually had known side effects of neuropathy.
Right, right.
And I actually asked him further questions. Then he started the vegetarian diet in January.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked him, I said, well, why did you start? He goes, well, I wanted to be healthy. Right. And I said, well, how did you choose that? Well, I just heard it was healthy. Can you talk a little bit about how maybe people are getting access to this information and when it comes to chronic conditions, what your thoughts are around starting these types of diets and his kind of case history?
Right. So the first thing that comes to mind, I mean, we're in the age of information. It's the information age. So how did they get it? They just went right to their phone, right to their computer. They asked Siri, Chat GPT, did a Google search, and came up with vegetarian diet. If you keep looking ways to heal neuropathy, you're going to get a ton of supplements. You're going to get a bunch of vitamins. You're going to get that it can't be healed. So with regard to information, it can be very, very powerful if applied correctly. But vegetarian diet. Now, I'm not saying I'm a meatitarian, you need to eat meat, but there have been people that have healed up with the vegetarian diet. There have been people that have healed up with the carnivore diet, pescatarian, lacto-ovitarian, the paleo diet, the keto diet. Like, golly, when it comes down to it, like, how do we know what is actually the best? And the truth of the matter is it depends. It really depends. Every body is different. I mean, I'm an omnivore, and that means I eat paleo diet, but I eat meat. Eat chicken, fish, vegetarian. I eat vegetables as well. I eat eggs. Now, my wife is a staunch vegetarian. She does eat eggs and some dairy, but she's very healthy with that particular diet. It would probably make her sick to eat meat. So the question is, with all of this information in the information age, I mean, really at your palm right here, you've got so much information. How do we sort it out? We need to really look toward an advocate, a guide, someone who's been there, done that. And I want to let you know that if you were gonna hike Mount Kilimanjaro, one of the largest, tallest mountains in the entire world, if you were gonna hike it, you could probably Google it. You could get all kinds of equipment. You need to get this. You need to get that. Here's the best route. No, this is the best route. You got to do it in the winter. No, it's got to be in the summer. And like, gosh, it's so much information with all differing sorts of opinions out there. But I tell you what, I'm not interested in hiking it. But if it were, what I would do is I would Google and I would try and find the guy who has had the most success. I'd be willing to bet that the guy I find might be missing a finger. Maybe he's missing three fingers, you know what I mean? Because he got frostbite one year because he went the wrong route and he learned a lesson. That's not the route to go. Maybe he's stumbled, he's fallen, he's missing part of his nose from frostbite. But this guy's done it successfully thousands of times. He's got a high track record. He knows when to go, he knows when to retreat. You want the guy who's been there, done that. That's the guy that you want. So, with regard to neuropathy, would you go for an internet guru, a content producer? Maybe, but you got to vet him out. Does the guy actually have success, or the gal? So what we want to do is we want to find the person who's been there, done that, gotten beaten up, did the wrong route, made all kinds of mistakes, is an expert in it. Now, I'd like you to research and keep digging into my YouTube channel. You also know that I have a book. I've written a book back in 2018, Reversing Neuropathy. We've got all this content on this page, on this YouTube channel. I'm really glad you're here, but I would really encourage you to be skeptical about your doctor, skeptical about the neurologist, and you know what? Skeptical about me as well. Here I am saying we got an 85 to 90% success rate. You should be skeptical. You should study the person. You should read the books. You should really find out from other people who've worked with the guy, right? You see, on my channel, we have a ton of other people, success stories offering testimonials. We even have patients here who are willing to hop on a phone or a chat, a Zoom or something like that and tell you their story. So I hope that helps with all the information out there. We need to find the expert, the guide that's climbed the mountain, that's succeeded, not once, but more than once. And if your guide says it can't be done, like neuropathy can't be fixed, that's not the guide, right? He might be a great guy. He might be your golf partner. You might know him at church. but that doesn't mean he knows that he's been there, done that. So that's my advice today. Dig deep, find the expert, see who resonates with you, and make it happen.